Hello friends, this is Shivashankar from Safety Hunts again with a new video. In this video, I am going to explain about compressed gas cylinders. Compressed gas cylinders is one of the important topic in almost all the industries because it has been widely used in all the industries across the world. So it is important to know its types, hazards, and storage requirements, transportation requirements, and safe usage procedures to prevent any hazards. So, compressed gas cylinders present a unique hazard. Depending upon the particular gases, there is a potential for simultaneous exposure to both physical and chemical hazards. Now we will see the type of compressed gases. There are mainly three types of compressed gases: liquefied gases, non-liquefied gases, and dissolved gases. Liquefied gases are gases which can become liquids at normal temperature when they are inside cylinders under pressure. They exist inside the cylinder in a liquid waste form. Initially, the cylinder is almost full of liquid and the gas fills the space above the liquid. As gas is removed from the cylinder, enough liquid evaporates to replace it, keeping the pressure inside the cylinder constant. Propane and carbon dioxide are the best example of liquefied gases. Non-liquefied gases are also known as compressed and pressurized gases. These gases do not become liquid when they are compressed at normal temperatures, even at very high pressure. The common examples of these are oxygen, nitrogen, helium, and argon. Now we will see what are dissolved gases. Acetylene is the only common dissolved gases. Acetylene in chemical form is very unstable. So, acetylene cylinders are fully packed with an inert porous filler saturated with acetone or other suitable solvent. When acetylene gas is added to the cylinder, the gas dissolves in acetone. Acetylene in solution state is stable. Now we will see the hazards associated with compressed gases. The gases could be flammable, combustible, or toxic, or it could be a corrosive, inert gas. There are two kinds of hazards exist with compressed gases: physical hazard and chemical hazard. Now we will see about the physical hazard. Due to contained high pressure, the cylinder may become a dangerous projectile if an unprotected valve is there. Opening the valve will cause high pressure gas release and may result in severe injury if the pressure blast or gas jet is directed towards eye or other part of the body. A falling cylinder may crush foot or cause severe impact injury to the parts of the body. We will see now the chemical hazard. Inhalation or contact with toxic or corrosive gases may cause injury to lungs, respiratory tract, blood, central nervous system, or exposed skin. Release of gas into enclosed or confined space may displace oxygen and cause suffocation. Unwanted release of flammable type gas may cause fire, explosion, and suffocation. Now we will see the main storage requirements for compressed gas cylinders. The storage area shall be secured against unauthorized entry, access. Storage area shall be provided with physical protection from vehicle damage. Cylinders in use or in storage shall be secured, chained to prevent them from falling or being knocked over. Smoking and open flame shall not be permitted in storage area. Liquefied flammable gases cylinders shall be stored always in the upright position. Oxygen cylinders should always be stored separately from other cylinders of flammable gases. Indoor storage area used to store toxic gases shall be equipped with continuous gas detection system that provides an alarm to warn us the presence of toxic gases. Exhaust ventilation system shall be installed in all door area used for toxic gas storage. Hazard identification shields shall be placed at all entrances to locations where the compressed gases are produced, stored, used, or handled. Always store cylinders away from the heat source. Gas cylinders shall not be stored in exit or access routes. Store full cylinder separate from the empty one. Do not store cylinders at excessive heat area. Always store cylinders away from the heat source, flammable or corrosive materials and oils. Acetylene and LPG must never be stacked horizontally in storage or while in use. Now we will see the handling and transportation requirements for compressed gas cylinders. Ensure cylinders valve are closed prior to the transportation. Transport acetylene and LPG cylinders in upright position. Ensure cylinders are secured and cannot roll about. Do not transport cylinders with regulator hoses or equipment attached even if the cylinder valves are closed. Do not transport cylinders on vehicle seat. A vehicle cart or trolley must be used to transport a gas cylinder in and out of the department. Cylinder valves, couplings, regulators, hoses, and apparatus will not be handled with oily hands or gloves. Valve protection caps shall be in place while transporting cylinders. Valve protection caps are not to be used for lifting cylinders. Cylinders will not be dropped or roughly handled. Always handle cylinders with care. Now we will see the safe usage procedure for compressed gas cylinders. Compressed gas cylinders shall not be placed where it could be a part of an electrical circuit. Cylinder shall not be subjected to direct heat so that it can increase the pressure of the cylinder. Ensure the material safety data sheet (MSDS) for the gases being handled are available at site. Cylinders in use or in storage shall be secured, chained to prevent them from falling or being knocked over. Always inspect the regulators before each use. A hammer or wrench shall not be used to open cylinder valves. Do not use grease, oils on cylinder valves or regulators. Always check equipment for leak after cylinder is connected. Always use suitable leak detection fluids. Ensure operatives are fully trained on the handling and use of cylinders to make sure that never the cylinder should be used as support structure. Never lift a cylinder by the cylinder valves or valve handle. Never leave an empty cylinder connected to the process. There should be no paintings done on the cylinder. Never change a cylinder's marking or identification. That's all in this video, my friends. If you have any comments on what I have just so far, just comment me down. I'll be happy to explain you back. And if you haven't subscribed my channel so far, kindly subscribe it to get my latest and updated videos. Thank you.